All right, so here's the bluff. That's right, that's 2 in 1 day. So the next bluff, the bottom line up front. Just heard the Handel Ossoff debate, 6th District, Georgia. Tom Price to replace him. We've got Karen Handel, dyed in the wool, rock rib, Tea Party before it was cool Republican, and John Ossoff, who is apparently an independent. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth on this just yet. What we saw tonight was two very scripted, unoriginal politicians just reciting party lines. But the really interesting thing that came out of tonight's debate is apparently Democrats. Did anybody else know this? Democrats have a capacity to learn. What we learned from John Ossoff tonight is that the Democrats have noticed that they lost the last election. And they lost the one before that, and the one before that. And they turned over a shitload of party seats. That the Democrats, they didn't just lose the White House in November. The Democrats, thank the gods above, lost America. And they know it. They don't have anybody on tap. They're not prepared to move forward as a major political party anymore. John Ossoff's insistence on repeating this absurd line, we need independent leadership, independent leadership. He just kept saying independent, independent, independent. Johnny boy, you're 30 years old. If you get this, if you win this election, you will be the single most useless person in the House. You will be the least senior member of the House and deeply under-respected. You will be the least valuable member of the House of Representatives. Period. Now you're a natural. You really are, buddy. You could be going places. You lie like a pro. You recite the party line like it was a soap opera script. You do that very well. And then the last thing that I want to hit, other than the fact that this is the new template, we're going to see a lot more of this out of other Democrats going forward. The Democrats understand that they lost so bad that they can't win again. So they can't run as Democrats anymore. They have to rely on you, the voter, believing that there are 3 parties, Republican, Democrat, and Independent, and that they're all running as independents. Now, they know that they only have to grab, they want that independent, that 6%, that 5 or 6% right in the middle that doesn't always vote Democrat, doesn't always vote Republican. They know they can rely on the dummies, the idiots that bought Barack Obama twice, that keep buying Nancy Pelosi, that the guys that have managed to run Hank Johnson, oh my God, Guam's going to tip over Johnson, unopposed, forever. They know they can rely on you idiots to keep voting for those idiots and for this Ossoff guy. Now, Robert A. Heinlein said it best when he said the most effective way to lie is to tell the right amount of truth unconvincingly. Boy, Johnny boy, you got that in spades. You were a carbon copy of Barack Obama. You sounded like you sat and just listened to his speeches and are essentially a professional stand-up comic that does impersonations of nobody but Barack Obama. Your absolute adherence to the script, we've seen very clearly now that you are not your own man. You're a child playing at men's games. And your positions that you've stated on foreign policy are not just weak and feckless, but it shows a clear lack of understanding of what the world of diplomacy and war actually looks like. Now, in fairness, I'm not entirely impressed with Karen Handel's performance tonight either. She was also a little too scripted for my taste. But Johnny boy, she took it to you. She took it to you on the healthcare question. Now, without getting too deep into the weeds on that, I do want to point out Ossoff said over and over and over again, you made the decision to defund breast cancer screening at Planned Parenthood. You made the decision to defund breast cancer screening at Planned Parenthood. Johnny, Planned Parenthood doesn't do mammograms. Planned Parenthood does abortions. I dare you to walk into a random Planned Parenthood and ask them for a cancer screening. They can't do it. It's not that they won't do it. It's not that they're underfunded. It's that their money comes from abortions, and so they don't buy the equipment to do other stuff. I dare you. Go find me one. Especially in this state where you're talking about Karen stealing money away from those people. She has worked to make sure that money goes to people who do conduct screenings. And that shit's important. Now, the bottom line up front here, the bottom line is, this is what we're going to see. We're going to see more and more Democrats running for office and trying like the devil to distance themselves from the Democrat Party. So the Democrats are going to continue now on this template. I'm an independent, I'm an independent, I'm an independent. And that's the bottom line.